Hi there, welcome to the archives. Happy Black August. Today's August 1st. I saw online that you guys canceled Africans. Thank God. We need a timeout. Put it all on timeout. You can't act right. I'm still on the Malcolm X tip, so I came to do another one today. These are my own personal books. This one you could tell I've had. This is the one I was mentioning in yesterday's post. Like, look. She is worn out. She's worn out. She is worn out. Okay? 30 years in the making. So this is the one I was mentioning yesterday. The copy I got. Malcolm X for Beginners. Look how beautiful he is. What a beautiful soul. Bernard Aquina Doctor. So, yes, this is the book that I was gifted as a little girl. At 7 years old. Malcolm X for Beginners. This was my Christmas gift. This is one of the best Christmas gifts I've ever had. Look how cute. It's so cute. Like, it just look at my little, how I used to write my name as a kid. Oh, I don't know if you could see it. Oh my God, look. Dorothy. What is that? Look at the way I did the Y. What is that with the Y? Look at the A. So this book has seen life, eh? Look at the Y. Yeah, so like I said, it was a Christmas gift. It was a Christmas gift to Nana Boatma. This is to Nana Boatma. That's my African name. Ajwa Boatma or Nana Boatma. Not Botima, but again, say it how you want. I don't really care. To Nana Boatma from Uncle Akwasi. Merry Christmas, X. He put the X. 1992. Remember your promise. I don't remember my promise. What was my promise? I don't remember what promise I made. Malcolm will guide you. And Malcolm has guided me. For sure, Malcolm has guided me. Malcolm has guided me. From ever since I was young, I was like, Malcolm will guide me? He can guide me? What does that mean, he can guide me? And then, I think it was that same year I might have gotten my first communion. So after my first communion, I could like feel God watching. And so I was like, Malcolm is guiding me. So anyways, this is Malcolm X for Beginners by Bernard Aquina Doctor. This was published in 1992. So it has a table of contents. This is a visual book. So it has lots of visuals, right? Like when he was born, the KKK, because they killed his father. He was born on May 19th, 1925. I don't know if you could see it there. In Omaha, Nebraska. He was the fourth child of Earl and Louise Little and the seventh child of his father, who was also a seventh child. No surprise, Malcolm adopted 7 as his lucky number. So, the Honorable Marcus Garvey. Yeah, so this was the book I got. I still have it to this day. He used to love catching and chasing rabbits, and if you read the autobiography, it talks about how he like outsmarted them, the adults, because he realized that so here it just basically says Malcolm went rabbit hunting with the adults and learned to set traps for the rabbits where they would run into after being chased by the dogs. So basically, he elaborates on that in the adult version, right? How when a rabbit is like attacked or something, they run back, and he realized that they'll always go back, and so he went earlier to just make sure he caught it, and he would like get all the rabbits. So this was his mother, picture of his mother. This is one of my favorite books. I'm telling you, as a kid, this book had me in a chokehold. When he lived in Boston, his older sister Ella lived in Boston, and she would take him to Boston every now and then. So this is Malcolm X. It says, a powerful narrative and graphics tell the story of Malcolm X's life, his journey of self-discovery, his far-reaching ideas, his martyrdom, and his impact on an era. Embraced as a righteous prophet of Black power and pride, damned as a voice of violence, Malcolm X emerges as a complex, brave, and brilliant figure with much to teach about the struggle for dignity. So this was the book that introduced me to Malcolm X when I was a little kid. And then later on, actually, and also I didn't read it in grade 12. I read it in my first year of university. Apparently that was wrong yesterday. So no misinformation. I think I read it in my first year of university. I also have another one. This one is from his daughter, Ilyasa Shabazz, with Kim McLaren, Growing Up X. So this is the one of Malcolm X's daughter that she wrote. A memoir by the daughter of Malcolm X. This one I went to go see her when she came to Toronto. She went to OISE. I think she even signed it. Yeah, she signed it. It was on my birthday in 2008. This was my birthday gift to myself. I went to go see Malcolm X's daughter. Look, February 4th, 2008. And she said, Dorothy, with love. And she signed it. So yeah, I went to go see her when I was doing my master's at OISE. OISE's University of Toronto, Ontario Institute for Studies in Education. I was doing my Master's of Education in Sociology and Equity Studies, and one of the departments brought Malcolm X's daughter to do a talk, and it just so happened to be on my birthday, and I was like, oh my God, thank you, Lord, right? Malcolm will guide you. That was one of the best birthday gifts. So I went to go see Malcolm X's daughter on my birthday, and I was able to get her to sign it. I bought the book, One World. So this one is from Ilyasa Shabazz, has written a compelling and lyrical coming-of-age story, as well as a candid and heartwarming tribute to her parents. I hope the volume is working. I'm sorry, because the volume wasn't working before. So February 21st, 1965, Malcolm X is assassinated in Harlem's Audubon Ballroom. June 23rd, 1997, after surviving for a remarkable 22 days, his widow, Dr. Betty Shabazz, dies of burns suffered in a fire. In the years between, their 6 daughters reach adulthood, forged by the memory of their parents' love, the meaning of their cause, and the power of their faith. Now, at long last, one of them has recorded that tumultuous journey in an unforgettable memoir, Growing Up X. Born in 1962, Ilyasa was the middle child, a rambunctious live wire who fought for and won attention in an all-female household. She carried on the legacy of a renowned father and indomitable mother while navigating childhood and along the way learning to do the hustle. She was a different color from the other kids at camp, and yet years later, as a young woman, was not radical enough for her college classmates. Her story is, above all else, a tribute to a mother of almost unimaginable forbearance. A woman who, from the day at the Audubon when she heard the shots and threw her body on ours, never stopped shielding her children. So this is another book. If you haven't read it, I would recommend Growing Up X. It is by Malcolm X's third daughter, Ilyasa Shabazz. So these are the ones. I don't think I've ever had a copy of the autobiography, so I gotta get that. Alex Haley. That version was from the library. these are my own copies. These aren't my own signed copies. So these are some of the other books that have informed my knowledge and understanding and teachings of Malcolm X. Yeah, so go forth and prosper. This August is Black August. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. Have a good day. Have a good week. It's Caravana weekend in Toronto, I think. Happy Caravana weekend. I think it's August is Pride Month in Ottawa, if I'm not mistaken. I'm usually just in the house, so have a good weekend. Until next time.